Jerry, let's start with you you sent me Sonatina, and what else did you send me yesterday that was a wrong rhythm?
Oh, the Minuet F major. Yeah, this one and the second one.
Where was the wrong rhythm here? I don't remember. Okay. Let's play it for you. Did you turn on the...
Yeah.
Okay. I really like how gracefully and elegantly you played. I can easily imagine people dancing here. There are just a couple of things that we need to count a little bit more carefully. For example, we have 3 beats in the measure, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So sometimes you are taking too long time here, and it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So we really need to make sure 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And notice that this time the music changes a little bit. First 2 lines, it goes the same. 1, 2, 3, 1. And the same. 1, 2, 3. But new phrase goes 1, 2, 3. So it's very different. Not only different notes, but different dynamic sign. It's even different key.
This is MF and this is MP.
What do they stand for?
What?
What does mean? What does MP mean?
MP is
mezzo
piano.
piano. Mezzo piano, it's medium piano, right? And what is mezzo forte?
Mezzo forte is
medium loud, right?
medium
And
loud.
notice right here, we are with you in F major scale, right? But when we go here, we are in C major scale. And then a big contrast here. And then we return back to F major. And when you arrive here, you are forgetting that this is a half note exactly the same as here, and you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It's kind of like a big bow. Okay?
Okay.
So we talked in general about all these things. Let's try to play and try to make it better. But great job for only a few days. Now, one more thing, Jerry. I'm sorry. When you are playing here, you are going to stretching so much to reach finger number 2. Play finger number 1 here. It's so much more comfortable. 1, 2, 3. You don't need to stretch. See how much stretching it requires. C, C, and your song is already there. Okay, so this is another very important thing here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Good job, and stop. Now, we have first measure. We start from the first beat. The phrase, right?
Right.
picture that every time we start with a little to-do-chi, to-do-chi, to-do-chi. So they also need to sound similarly. For example, when you play these two, you are connecting here, to-do-chi, and this note sounds weak. I would suggest disconnect a little bit and arrive to this note. And here's the same to-do-chi, to-do-chi, and then to-do-chi. You can disconnect here, you should, but don't make a big break like a ta-ta. It sounds like a hiccup. Too long. To-do-chi. We're going. Yes. Start with 3, 5. 3, 5, 4, 4. To-do-chi, to-do-chi. Yes. And when we have phrases like this is, we can split it. It has some thought. For example, we can add some words. Come and dance now with me. Right? We don't want to say, come and dance now with me. We wouldn't say that. So we have to keep it in mind. Come and dance now with me. So we don't need those big lifts. Come and dance now with me. That's it. Good job. Good job. Let's start over. I don't like this preparation. Let's put hands. Now, you don't need to stretch yet. Your main note right now is F. F, and then you stretch a little bit. 1, 2, 3, and 1. Let's disconnect a little bit. Don't stretch, don't stretch. Disconnect, disconnect. But don't make a break. And now louder, someone else enters the room. Twice. There's a little disconnection as well. Wait. And now suddenly. And curtsy. 1, 2. 3 and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Nice job. Excellent job, Jerry. Okay. Now don't worry about the repeat sign. We don't need it here. Okay? Good. And let's go to Sonatina.
Don't practice too much.
Yeah, that's fine. So you were curious last time about these two, right?
What?
So-
What is this in this?
What is this?
This?
Oh, this word. Those words are very important to know what they mean, and I'm glad you noticed them. So this word is read grazioso. What do you think it could mean? Grazioso.
Slowly?
No, it means gracefully. Gracefully. Just like, remember we talked about Minuet, how graceful this dance is, right? And these words mean poco, means a little. And rallentando is slowing down. So when we put these two together, it goes a little slow down, right? Or slow
Right.
down a little. A little slowing down. And then when we reach this part, these words A tempo means return to the previous or original tempo. So you slow down a little bit and then you return to the beginning tempo. And we return here because, what do you think? Because we start exactly the same music. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. But before you play it for me, I want to tell you a little bit about Sonatina. Do you know what the word Sonatina means?
No.
Sonatina is a little sonata. And sonata is a piece written for musical instrument. For example, there are pieces written for dancing, pieces written for voice. In fact, pieces written for voice are called cantato, because in Italian language, canto means singing. And sonata is a piece written for musical instruments such as violin. There are sonatas for violin.
I play a violin.
You play violin too? When do you have time for all of it? There are sonatas written for trumpet. Do you play trumpet?
No.
Good. There is sonata written for piano. Okay? So, but it has another meaning. Sonata has certain sections in this piece. It's kind of like if you play, for example, Minuet or polka. These are short stories. Like you open the book and it consists of short stories like Minuet, Prelude, Little Donkey, Warrior Song. Sonata or sonatina is like a chapter book. It consists of different chapters or different sections. And the first section is right here. It starts right here. We call it exposition, but you don't have to remember it. It goes for these two lines. And how we know it ends? Because there is a repeat sign.
Do you need to repeat?
No, we actually don't need to repeat it. This repeat sign is only kind of like the rule for writing this piece. But when we perform them, we don't repeat, usually. Sometimes we might, but you don't have to right now.
And you repeat?
Yes, but when we come here, there is a new section. It has new melody, new left hand, new character. Okay? And this time, when we have these signs of ending, it means first ending, and this is second ending. That's when we need to repeat, starting from here. So when you play it first time, you go through here, 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 and here, and then go back where? Here. When we play the second time, we play till here, then we skip first ending, skip it, and jump right to the second ending, and from here we go to the end. Get it? We'll do it with you many times.
How to skip? But that means we didn't play this?
We don't play this. If you want to watch me, I'll play from here for you, okay? And if I play first time, I play this ending, and then I go back here. But now I'll play for you and go to second ending. I skip the first and go to second. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Very good. So,
Here to here or here?
no, we skip only this measure and we go from here to here and then we continue till the end. And we don't repeat anything else.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Now, so let's talk with you about a little bit about the character of this first melody. We already know that it's graceful, right? So it's kind of maybe dancing a minuet or other very graceful dance, or maybe it's a girl singing because the notes are very high, or maybe you could play it on violin. That would be fun.
Violin just has just fine.
Yeah, just this part. Just imagine how it would sound if you played violin. Yes, and when you arrive to the last note, don't push this last. Here, let's try. Good. And left hand, let's imagine left hand will be maybe cello. You play cello?
No.
But I'm sure you know how it sounds, right? So, but quietly. Right?
那我以前 play 的那个东西叫什么？
什么东西？
你以前 play 的那个
鼓吗？
不是那个和吉他一样
？ukulele。
ukulele。I play ukulele.
You play ukulele. Okay, but we don't hear ukulele here.
No.
Yeah, we hear violin and maybe cello. Okay, let's try. Continue. I'm sorry. Second time a little bit more insisting because see we have piano and then mezzo forte. Yeah, not too harsh. Let's try hands together. Wait. Doesn't sound like violin at all and doesn't sound gracefully. Look at these finger numbers. Is that much easier to play like that?
Yes.
Yes. Good. And now we have a new melody, right? We didn't have it before. And then notice these are 8 notes. You haven't noticed that these are 8 notes, right? Let's try on the right hand. Don't rush. Good job. So what do you think? How would you describe this melody? Is it very serious, thoughtful, heavy? What would you say?
I think I don't know.
What?
I do not know these words.
You do not notice what?
I do not know these words.
He doesn't know the meaning of these words.
Oh, you meanings of which words? Which words? What
The
I
words.
say?
Yes.
So, I mean, let's just describe how it feels.
Calmly.
What else?
Calm and
Maybe a little playful? Yes, because we have this staccato note.
yes,
And then
little bit of fan,
a little bit of what?
little bit. I think it's fast here now.
Faster, a little bit faster. That's right, dear. So, but it's still very light and very happy
Yes.
and calm and playful, right? But then we have the same in the left hand. But how it sounds now?
Grumpy.
It sounds a little grumpy, right?
Yes.
So it's a big difference, right, between these two hands.
Right.
Yes. Let's try hands together here. So listen, maybe this is a little girl here. No, it sounds a little heavy for a little girl. And then she runs. Not too heavy. Now her daddy comes in. Now, it still has to be, it's a little bit grumpy, but not loud. It's still kind of. We don't stop here, look, sweetie. 1, 2, 3, we just grow louder, and then we slow down. And then we start again. Do you want to try this part? You're making a big break. It's only one beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Oops, not 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 4, right here. 1 together. 1, 2. Only once. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1. Sharp. 1, 2. Here we play 2 because these notes are very close to each other. It's good. Yes. Dum, 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 da, da, da. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and then big chords. C major, C. C, C. That's Grumpy Dad. I told you so, right? Job. Excellent. So we talked so much about this, Sonatina. Don't worry if you forget something. But the most important thing I want you to remember that it should sound like a story, like a chapter book with different characters, with different instruments, right, Jerry? So
Right.
when people listen to it, they don't get bored because it's a long piece. They want to hear a story from you, told by the music, not with the words, but with music, sounds of the piano. Yes.
Including drum.
What?
Including drum.
You know what?
I play drum, but now I did.
You play drum too, okay? I mean, these chords at the end, they could include even these instruments, right? Boom, boom. They could sound like the whole orchestra. These chords, they are big. Pom, pom. We might even learn eventually to use pedal for these chords. Good job. These are the whole orchestra. But these are not many instruments together. Maybe a violin and cello. And here we have maybe 2 violins, or violin, viola, and cello. You know the groups of instruments of the orchestra, right? Do you?
Right.
Good.
How to use the pedals?
How you use the pedals? You know, I don't think it's a little bit too much to tell you right now. Because we talked so much about this piece, let's play something else, and eventually I promise I'll tell you everything about the pedal. Because at home you don't have pedal extender, you won't be able to do it at home, and even here it's not adjusted.
I can reach a little bit.
But if you reach, your posture will change a little bit. So let's wait a little bit for that.